What are your dreams? What are your wants? Do you want to grow your business? Help you crush your goals personally, professionally, and financially? Just join the conversation. Hey guys, what's up, man? It's Dr. Gene. I love seeing you again, but this time it's something really true to my heart. I've always struggled financially in my life. I had a single mom raising 3 kids and made $18,000, and it was always a struggle for me. It was always an issue of how to truly, even though I was doing well in dentistry, how to truly dominate this thing we called wealth creation, right? And what do you have to do? Like, first thing first, you got to create income. Income is probably, I know it's not sexy. I know, despite what I tell you, it's impossible to get rich without income, right? Income is the first thing. Then you got to figure out how to increase income, and then save and invest, and then create multiple flows of income, and then increase those flows, save and invest those, and then increase your numbers of flows. Ideally, you minimally want to have 7 flows, but that is the whole formula in a nutshell. You got to spin it around, right? You create the income, increase the income, save, invest, increase flows, like create multiple flows of income, increase those, save, invest again, and then try to even add to those flows. So the more flows of income you have, the better. But it always starts with step 1. And you say, what's step 1? Creating income, getting a job. Yes, things make it it's less attractive, right? You can make a job, you can create wealth. It becomes basically like money you do earn from a job. That is income. It also can be earned from a stock or a dividend or whatever it is. But step 1 is creating income. The only downside of this is that it's the most heavily taxed. So that's why we go, when we create income. I know when I'm like a W-2 employee versus your own employee, it's totally different. But it always starts with creating income. The reality is you aren't going to get away from it. You're going to have to earn income, get taxed. It is what it is. The whole game is rigged. It is rigged so you do that, but you understand the entire wealth creation formula. You can make it work for you, right, in your favor. That's why we know the game is rigged. Check. We know that we must create income. Check. The question is, what can you do right now to increase your income? That's what you got to have. You cannot become wealthy without first increasing your income. So you know you got to get an income. You got a job. It all starts with getting a job. Then you got to figure out how to increase that income. What can you do with a job to create income today? The first number one is have a target for your income. Set goals, set targets. Like if my business, if I want to do $100,000 in a month, I must set those goals or targets. And if I did 100,000, what would that income mean to me, right? If I have my child who's 15 years old, who you always say, hey, should I go to college? Should I do this? No, just start creating income. Start making $5 a day, $10 a day. I can tell you that I remember having this little whole life term policy that all I was doing was throwing $200 a month in for 10 years. It ended up being almost $30,000 to $40,000, just $200. Guys, put $1 a day into something. Like throw that away. Just say that. Or put it into something that's going to generate you revenue or wealth. You don't need to always go to college. You don't need to be $500,000 in debt or $250,000 in debt to create income. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if you make 10K a year or 400K a year. You need income first and foremost. Like you could be in poverty. You could be making only $30,000 a year, or $19,000 a year, or $18,000 a year, like my mom did. Maybe you're in middle class. Maybe you have enough money left each month to do other things. Maybe you have enough money just to go to the movies or pay your bills and you think they're good. Maybe you're making between 700K to 100K. Maybe you're a top 1% earner. Maybe you can buy all your cars. You don't worry about stuff, but you feel like you're never going to get rich. The reality of it is no matter how much income you have, Parkinson's law, you got to know this. Your debt always rises to meet your income. You got to work against that law, but no matter how much wealth you've created, you feel like you just haven't had enough. You can't create income. Like you must walk through it. You must understand to create income, increase your income. And no matter what, you cannot skip step 1, create income. You need to learn to create more revenue. You need to learn to create things and then get even better at it. I create more revenue every single thing in a shorter period of time. I learn how to do these things. I know that I'm good at something and I take it to the next level. Income is your first step. It's the first step to the door, but then you got to learn how do I earn more? How do I do more? You must fortify the thing that makes you strong. What makes you better? In dentistry, I learned that I was good at implants and orthodontics. So I was able to add more values and more services to increase my income. So the more I can produce, the more income I make, the more I can watch what I pay my payrolls or my staff. Either way, the more income we can make. It doesn't matter. Never complain about the income you make, though. That's another thing. Don't ever complain about the things that you have in your life. Don't complain about your job. Be the best in your job. I can remember when I was in dental school and I was working third shift at GM, making the lowest amount of money. I did my job as if I was the highest CEO. Everything you do, don't devalue what you have. Don't devalue your job, whether it's $10 an hour or $12 an hour. Just figure out, how do I make more? What do I have to do to create more revenue? How do I raise the ladder? Wealth starts first with the front door income, and then learn how to create more revenue and then fortify it. Learn how to truly become the best version of yourself and fortify it, right, guys? The thing is everything you do in step one is you got to create income. And then you got to try to increase your income, improve your skill set, learn of it, know how to move your money, know how to save your money, then invest money, and then create multiple flows of income, increase those flows, save that, invest that again, and then figure out ways to even create more flows. I remember I just started with one flow. I was just a W-2 employee. Pretty soon I started to buy another company, or I invested in myself, right? It used to take, actually one hack you can do is take 25% of your money every paycheck and just put it out there. Now you put it into something that's going to generate a return on investment. You are starting your investment process. That's flow number 2. When you can use money when you're not thinking about it, working on your behalf, it's awesome. I have, whether it's a 6%, 5%, 10%, 20% return, no matter what it is, it's better for you. It's still working for you. That little life insurance policy I told you about that I was taking $232 every single month. When I did that, when I was generating that lead, every single thing I was doing, at the end of it, it was amazing to me. It was amazing how just in 10 years, it was almost worth $40,000. Guys, any one of us can do this. Start with your kids, start with you, get a second job, create a hack, do something. I hope this helps, guys. This is just step one. We talk about how to really start the wealth creation formula, and it is just create income. And then we go step, which is how do you increase it. Hope you all have a great day. We'll talk soon.